558 day that I'm here to share lessons I learned and I'm learning. I hope this will support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today, let's speak about peace or freedom. Peace or freedom? Which one is more important, peace or freedom? And I truly believe that freedom is much more important because when you have freedom, then you're able to have true peace. But if you have peace, you necessarily have freedom. So that means how to build freedom and peace. Of course, it's a lot of times we need to understand that internally there is some inner peace and there is freedoms. So then do you allow yourself to be free? Do you allow yourself to say things that you want to say? Because a lot of times if you want to do the things that you want to do, you want to say the things you want to say, of course that could create a lot of conflict. So it will reduce peace. But if you do not say the things that you want to say, if you don't do the things that you want to do, because you are free to do those things, but you don't use that freedom, and you don't say those, and while you do not use your freedom, what that does, you don't have inner peace. You don't have inner peace because you do not use your freedoms. Because people do not want to create conflict. They want to be liked. They want to be adored. They want to be in the community, part of the community. And of course, they held back. And that is not right. They held back from their passions, their pursuits, the things they want to do. Because if you do differently than all your friends, you have like 10, 15 friends who does totally different than you, and you want to do something on Friday differently or over the weekend, you want to exercise, you want to read a book, you want to learn, you want to improve, you want to build a skill, but other people don't want to do that and they invite you into barbecue, and for you, you have a freedom to choose, say, no, I want to read a book, but you choose to go with your friends and you lose your freedom. And of course, what happens? You do not have peace of mind, you don't have peace. Now, of course, what happens if you say you use your freedom and you do exactly what you do and you say the things you want to do? So use your freedom. At that moment, it will be a very short-term, basically, it'll be potentially could be a short-term conflict. And of course, it might be that you will not like it. It might be that you will be talked about. Maybe it will be kicked out of the group. It could be a lot of things. But think about the worst case scenario. If you kicked out of a group that you used to belong, and now you don't belong to the group. And of course, that idea, it's bothering you because you don't want to be with those people that you spend 20 years with. Because you want stability, you want security. And with peace comes stability and security. But with freedom, a lot of times creates instability for a short period of time. But it better be free and have a peace of mind than have that freedom and not use it. So when you think about yourself, now look into your weekly schedule. How many, how many of those scheduled activities that you can schedule for yourself belongs to you and that you had free to choose? And a lot of times you'll find that there's not many activities that you do on a weekly basis that is based on you. Because you go to work a lot of times, let's say that you work 9 to 5. So that means you didn't choose to go. Of course, you had the freedom to choose. You had the freedom to choose to build a business. You had the freedom to choose to build a skill. You had the freedom to choose that job. But now, do you like what you do? A lot of times people say, I don't like my job. But you have a freedom to choose. You have a freedom to change your station. Now, what happens if you choose to change your station? You will lose pace. You will lose peace. That means that you will not have peaceful time. That means it will be so you will lose clarity, you will lose certainty, and will need so many things. It will change, and you will need to go through a lot of stuff. But one thing that I really love is when you choose freedom, when you choose to pursue the things that you want, you don't know how it will work out. But you potentially could have peace of mind, even though that you don't feel peaceful at the moment. You don't feel peaceful because there are so many struggles. You don't know how you will pay next paycheck when you will pursue business. You don't know how everyone will react. You don't know nothing. You don't know how that potentially will look like. But knowing that you are choosing to pursue your freedom, you're supposed to have that peace of mind that it doesn't matter if you have at least one chance to succeed when you choose freedom instead of security and stability. You will be happy because at the end of the life, I always think about it, the end of life. What I will regret more? Regret not pursuing my freedoms, or I will regret pursuing them and making a mistake? I better regret my mistake, and I think that I will never regret mistakes because I know that from those mistakes I will learn a lot of things. So when I think about next week, I think that I still need to grow with that. This is not that the topic that I came up recently, but I know that I will work very hard. I will have that battle. Always choose the freedom. Always choose freedom of choose of what you want to do. The freedom of choose what kind of station you have. Freedom of choose what kind of activities you do and what do you say. Because this is your freedom and you're supposed to take it and don't lose it. I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.